Well, donations from a week-long food drive held for Port Aransas Coast Guard members and their families were distributed today. Take a look. The Port Aransas Chamber of Commerce teamed up with several local businesses and Ben E. Keith Foods to collect $4,200 in gift card donations for those families. There are about 50 Coast Guard members stationed there, so the gift cards were important for the federal employees during the month-long shutdown.
It was tough. It was a very humbling experience to actually have to reach out and get those resources that were offered to us by the community. And it was a difficult time, but hopefully we will not have to have those struggles again.
Some of them will also be put in a bank for obviously any future challenges that are upcoming with either another government shutdown or if it's another issue, but it's just a way to help our Coast Guard families here who were really in need.
And of course, there could be another government shutdown if a new agreement to fund the government is not reached by February 15th.
Don't think about that right now, but